You understand? Now that Imam have seen that they have already trying to establish war between them and people in Medina. Is he trying to safeguard the people that okay, we don't want to start the war? Let's everybody see that they are the one trying to establish this fight. He left Medina to Makkah. They follow him to Makkah. Then, if today you are spreading the news of Tasu'a or Ashura that people need to be fast, look at the history now. Imam Hussein, he left the Hajj moving towards Karbala. Then this incident is there. Now you are advising people that when Nabi Nuh, when the ark survived, then the Israel, the Jew, they are fasting always to celebrate that. Are we in that era? What do we need to be fasting? They just try to cover the incident of Karbala. What has happened in history? They are trying to cover it. So they are spreading false news to everywhere. They are telling people that no, even the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he asked when he saw the Jew in Medina fasting, that why are you fasting? They said, this is the day Pharaoh was perished in hand of Nabi Musa alayhi salam, and the act of Noah, everything like this. Then we will choose that date to be fasting. Now the Holy Prophet now said that, okay, since you people are fasting on 9th, which is Tasu'a, I will make it next year Ashura to become. I will now add 10 to it, and the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not reach the next Ashura. Now, which of the Sunnah are you doing now? You say Sunnah. You say the Prophet he fast on the 9th, and he promised that by next year I will make it to 10. It was no more. It's no more. Then you are still fasting it. You are taking it 9 and 10 just to celebrate this, and you left the grandson of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in this situation that he was killed alongside with 18 of his household. Sayyidah Zainab Kubra salamu alaiha, his own children, and what? Yeah, as in people, as in like son from her husband, they are there. Then other children from Imam Hassan alayhi salam, they are there. 13 years old boy, 10 years old boy, they are there. Then Abu Fadl Abbas, along with his 4 brothers, were killed. Are we getting this now? All these people, they are from household of direct. We are not talking about the companions. Some people said there were 80 number killed. Some say there are 73. Are you getting it? Then you left this incident, and you are celebrating the nation that is past. This and that, which is more important to talk about? Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. That is why whenever you try to establish the reality, the truth, they will have every means to defend. And people are not ready to neutralize and stay as in neutral. That, okay, let's go into the history and understand what really happened. Why are we so concerned about Imam Hussein alayhi salam? Some days ago, when I was sending some lectures online, some people write me privately. He said, where Imam Hassan alayhi salam not from Ahlul Bayt, why always Hussein? I said, it's because you didn't read about Hussein. That is why you are making this kind of statement. You say, how? I said, go by history. There is nobody, I said, nobody have ever maltreated the way they did to Imam Hussein alayhi salam. I said, I can post a video, a majalis, plenty of them to you. The way we cry for Imam Hassan alayhi salam when it comes to his anniversary is the Shahadiyah. You that are saying this to me now, have you ever sit down and talk about Imam Hassan? Let's assume that we are sentiment. We are so much sentimental about Imam Hussein alone. Why are you not talking about Imam Hassan? You people should take that one and discuss it. Since we are sentimental on this issue, then why are people not discuss about Imam Hassan? What happened to him? Why was he? Who poisoned? Who gave him the poison? Who killed him? Why are you not discussing the matter? Then we that choose to alleviate and discuss the oppression done to Imam Hussein alayhi salam is become problem to you. Did you know that during lifetime of Imam Hussein Abidin alayhi salam, till he passed away, he left the world, there's never a day you bring him a food to eat and water that he will not cry. History record it. A hadith from Imam Rida alayhi salam, Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. They say it that their grandfather was killed in this manner. That make what Imam Zain Abidin alayhi salam, whenever they brought food for him, he would just start crying. Why are you crying? He said, don't you know that my father was killed without eating food and no drinking of water for so days in hand of this Umayyad Yazid army? Then how do you want me to forget the history? To forget the past so soon like that? He said, it will not going to be easy for me to forget till I left the world. Even the day of Qiyamah is part of the issue that we are going to settle. He said, it's not possible for me to forget about it because he was there and he witnessed everything. Then what they did to Sayyidah Zainab Salamullah Alaiha, by forcing to remove their hijab, then they are humiliating Hadra Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And we are seeing it as a crime for us today to cry about the incident. Then they are trying to shut us, as in for us to keep quiet about that. It's not possible. That is why whenever you are hearing that Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, Imam Rida alayhi salam, they said, whoever cry, man baka ala Hussein, aw tabakka dakhala al-jannah. Sometimes ago, when we are in Najaf, in Majalis, Sayyid Sisani, Damazillo, someone asked, he said, this hadith is it also too much that just crying to make somebody to enter Jannah? Said Sistani, he said, it's because you don't understand what it means to cry. That is why you said just crying. Crying does not occur without the feeling of the heart. Crying cannot be without the body along with the heart to join together, to reason together, to compose before bringing out the tears. He said, if it is easy, why are you not crying always? Mahma kana shiddat al-hayat. When you see that people are suffering in this world today, they are still moving. The way things are, how many people are you seeing in the street crying? But when you sit down and you reason, you remember and flash back the incident, the event, how it has occurred. Somebody like Imam Hussein alayhi salam was dying on the ground, humiliated, and still shouting, Atash, Atash, despite the pain. Are we getting it? Despite the, as in their, when they are even their horses to match Imam Hussein alayhi salam, Imam Hussein was still shouting for what? The thirsty in him. Salamullah alayhi. As in Sayyidah Zainab Salamullah alayha, she said from the tent, she's still hearing that voice that Imam Hussein is still crying for what? Water. After that, she has, as in he has, as in nothing, he can't move anything again. And they are still using the horse to press him, to do whatever they want to do to his body. He's still crying for what? For water. And you have that heart to tell us that it's not something that is so big. It has happening. It's not in this our era. Why must we continue crying? Then we now ask, we ask, we don't have much time. We ask them that, have you ever go by history? Have you ever read? Go down back to Sahihain Indakum, Muslim and Bukhari, even Mustadrak Hakim. It was narrated there that Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his lifetime, when he was in room Salma, and he asked her that you don't allow anybody to come inside. I'll do something here. So Imam Hussein alayhi salam came in, and Salma she's not aware the way how Imam Hussein get to Nabi. The next thing is that she just hearing sober, as in the way the prophet is crying, and she came inside. What is happening? Imam Hussein, how did you get here? Nabi said, now Levi is the one that allowed him to come inside. Now he now asking the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that what happened to you? What come over? What is this? Why are you crying this way? He said, just now Jibril alayhi salam left here. He came to inform me that this child you are so loved like this. Sayaktuluhu ummatuk. He said what? He said yes. Your people, this ummah, they will be the one to kill him. And he showed him out of the Karbala, the sand. He said, look at it. Then the question here is that if you have read it in Mustadrak Hakim, in Muslim, in Bukhari, and you have heard that even them, they can't deny this hadith. You have them. You understand? This was event that has not happened. It has not come to stay. The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was crying then. Then how is it going to be if the Holy Prophet witnessed the event of Karbala, real? If he was there or he was alive, they killed his grandson. This is an incident that has not come to stay. By the information, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is crying. Then it has become problem for you today that why are we crying for Imam Hussein alayhi salam? Then why are we talking about Imam Hussein alayhi salam? We should try to convey the message to the world. Try to pass the message to your neighbor. Try to pass the message to your close one. Tell them about Imam Hussein alayhi salam. They need to know that the grandson of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was killed and humiliated without eating food and water for so days. That they should know that the same people who they are following today, that are claiming to be most pious or whatever, are the one that did the evil. Everything that's happened in Karbala was game plan, and they did it, and they succeed. They need to know. Then Imam Hussein alayhi salam, for the conclusion, the day of Ashura, or on the 9th of Ashura, when everything has passed away, Abu Fadl Abbas, everybody around him were killed and left with small, small children. Son of Imam Hassan alayhi salam came to him, Qasim. He said, give me permission to fight. Imam Hussein alayhi salam, he looked at him, he said, no, go and sit down. You are not going to fight. He said, no, I have a letter from my father. I have a letter from my father. He gave it the letter to Imam Hussein alayhi salam. When Imam Hussein opened the letter, he see that Imam Hassan are giving command to his son that whenever he going to be, when the days come, you heard Imam Hussein alayhi salam shouting, Hal Nansur, now Yansuruni, La Tukassir Linusratihi. He said, when the time came, Imam Hussein is seeking for assistance, shouting that Hal Nasr, did we still have anyone there to assist? He said, La Tukassir Linusratihi. When Imam Hussein alayhi salam read this letter, he bring close Qasim and hug him and free him to go. And Qasim was very happy that he let him to fulfill the good deed his father started, and the will of his father come to true, that we are going to be part of the caravan that will be with you. Then this is how Qasim alayhi